Hello. Sorry, I had to run and do something really fast. I was like, wait, I need to get water real quick for stream. Hi guys. We're playing this game again. um, I know on my schedule says Sim 4, but earlier, because I've been low key, like, developing carpal tunnel. So, um, I was like, at first I was like, oh, I should be fine, right? Like, Sims is, I was gonna say Thims. Sims is just like a click and point basically type of game, right? It's just a mouse for the most part, right? Like I should be fine. But then like at work, because I'm a little desk job, right? So at work, I was like doing my thing, and I was like, oh my god, my hand hurts like really bad. So I was like, okay, maybe like a game that has like very minimal like like mouse and like keyboard movement would be fine. So we're gonna play this right now. Um, and then yeah, hopefully I should be fine by tomorrow. I was like okay, like when I first started getting like really bad flare ups of it, like it hurt so bad, like genuinely, like if I touched like my wrist, I would like almost start crying because how much it hurt. Um, but now like it hurts, right? But it's not like oh my god, I can't like use this arm at all. So I'm gonna see how long I can go basically. And then, yeah, I think it should be fine. I just want to make sure I'm not like hurting my wrist way too much or anything. But yeah, I think tomorrow I should be okay too. I read your message while typing. Wait. The monsters. Wait, chaos and ghost. The monster sinister beings. Prepare for trouble. Make it trouble. Wait. Prepare for trouble. Make it trouble. I read your message wrong while typing mine. So I did mine wrong. I was like, what? But yeah. Okay. So we're getting back into this game. We finished volume 1 yesterday. We finished volume 2, and now we're doing volume 3. I think I'm gonna see if I can get through 2 volumes every time I play this game, just to make it easy because there's like 16 volumes left. So just make it super easy. Let's see. Unless you guys at any point are like, wait, I want to see this character story or something, because I don't know, some of the characters look really interesting. Um, and some are pretty cool, you know. So if you guys like see any characters where you're like, oh, this is the one I want to see, or I want to like or anything, like let me know. But otherwise, we'll just go in order. Um, Here, let's go ahead and go to volume 3. Putting one foot in front of the other, you continue on through a strange alien world. Just when you think stuff is beginning to make sense. Wait, actually, sorry, real quick. Do you guys? Sorry, before I continue, I noticed when I was rewatching my VOD today, that my chat box kind of like covers up a little bit of the text. Just like just the smallest amount of the text. Let me see real quick how it looks like without that. Here, one second. Where's the game? Game capture. Do I cover the text? I do a little bit. What do you guys prefer? Do you guys like the border or no border and it's smaller but some of the text gets cut off? What do you guys think is better before I go? Howdy, I'm gonna fail this test. Troll biology. I can maybe today will be the day I pull up the 40 slide PowerPoint on the troll biology and culture. Um, I want to see this character's backstory. Points at the orca. Gasp. In another episode. Eventually. I think I'm the only one that didn't have like a full like lore backstory when I debuted. um Let me see. Okay, I think I'll do it like this for right now. And then oh wait, what am I moving? Not that. Where I have too many things open on OBS for me to move things efficiently. And I need to like change that. That's Twitch chat. What about where is it? Where is YouTube? Okay, there we go. YouTube chat. Is it? Oh, might be too distracting if it's right there. Maybe I'll have it like right here. Okay, how does this feel for you guys in terms of the game? Is it okay if I have you guys like right here, kinda? And then so that way none of the text gets cut off. I mean some might get kind of cut off like on the side, or unless I Han, wait. Unless I move myself a little bit like right there. Okay, I think it's fine, right? I can make myself a little smaller too. Oh, perfect, guys. Oh my god, perfect amazing. Anyway, okay, let's get on. Let's get on with the rest of the story. Just when you think stuff is beginning to make sense, it all slips through your fingers. It becomes even stranger and more alien. There does, however, seem to be one thing that remains constant through all planets and walks of life. That thing is friendship. You're on the prowl for more. It would have been wise to stay with one of your wonderful new friends until you are fully healed. But as Martha Stewart said, visitors, like fish, begin to smell after 3 days. Did she actually say that? Hold on. Martha Stewart, visitors begin to smell after 3. I want to see. Did she actually say this? This is like a real quote. This Homesick has a habit of like also bringing up like really niche things. So I want to see. Oh, I see. It's a common. I see. It's not just Martha Stewart. It's like a common thing. I see it. Okay. I was gonna be like, whoa, damn, that's kind of deep, Martha Stewart. To quote the link you sent me, the bucket has incestuous slurry. What does that even mean? Oh, okay, guys, for context. For context, right? So so for context, okay, earlier today I sent a link to Turkey about, because he was like, what does a bucket mean in terms of Homestuck, right? And I was like, well, I don't want to explain it because I don't know how to explain it. You know, ultimately it's you know, when two trolls love each other very much, or sometimes even hate each other very much, they, you know, into a bucket. And in the article it says like incestuous slurry, and I think it mean, because I also read that and I was kind of like, what? But I'm pretty sure what they mean is because like you can't tell who's related to who in like Homestuck, basically. Like as a troll, you don't know who you're related to because it's not like they have parents, right? It's not like they're like, oh, that's my cousin or that's my aunt, or that, you know, they don't have that kind of relationship. It's like they basically are raised and that's it, you know. So you don't know if you're related to that person or not. I don't know if troll genes are like immune to like inbreeding. But I'm assuming that's what it meant in that article. That means incestuous slurry. They bang. Yeah, they. Yeah. So in Homestuck, in any of the troll things, basically, when they talk about a bucket or a pail, they don't see that as like, oh, it's a means to get one item somewhere else, kind of thing. Like, you know, like not like filling buckets with water or filling it with like sand or whatever it is, right? That to them that's like it's like how we see a piece of rubber, if you know what I mean. anyways, let's make friends, guys. Let's make friends. You're almost positive Martha Stewart said that. Oh. Nevertheless, you soldier on to your endless quest for companionship. Where will your travels take you next? Alright, guys, you gotta pick. There's 2 ladies this time, so no ladies first, you know. Which one do you guys like? So we have a bronze blood here, and then we have a jade blood here. Which one would you guys prefer? For a little information on the 2, right? So a bronze blood, they tend to be not cow themed per se, but they have more cow and bull type of like symbolism. And then jade, they're like basically they have their own religion essentially, and they're kind of almost like nuns, kind of taking care of like, they're like nuns that run an orphanage basically. Like they raise like babies until they're like okay enough to be sent off with like a guardian. So that's kind of their role in society. My accidental extra chromosome now on MTV. I like the cowboyish one. Scala for a farmer. Okay. All right. We'll go with her then. She looks nice. Yeah, she really does look nice. Okay, let me make sure desktop audio is on this time before the music starts. Okay. So you're saying udders are totally a thing. No, 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 no. They're not like full. They're not like part cow. It's just they have more symbolism of like. So like for example, her horns kind of look a little bit like a cow, like a bull's horns type of thing. So that's kind of like what their whole thing is. Um. So if you see like a bronze bull, they'll typically be associated with like some sort of like what we see as cow symbolism, but to them it's just like that's just how they are, you know. We like tomboy. There thankfully are a couple tomboys here. Like some of them I thought were like guys until I read their story. I'm like, oh, you're a girl. As dawn approaches, you find yourself heading out of the big city and into the rustic outskirts. Ooh, man, the sun sure is bright on this planet. It's rising over the crest of a distant hills, a huge fiery ball. The later it gets, the bigger and bigger it grows. Way bigger than you've ever seen the sun on Earth. What's that smell? Could it be your flesh beginning to sizzle? Fantastic! You love the country! No wonder the nightlife seems so active in Alternia. They're all nocturnal and avoid brutal daily roasting. You reach into your pocket for a cool new shades, but appear to have left them on your friend's house. Fuck. Wait, which one? We went to so many houses. Oh, like the one who dog steals. What? You gotta get yourself together. The recent physical trauma and extensive blood loss has you a little fuzzy. You weren't built. I like how every friend I make, like, it builds off of that story under the assumption that I got out of that alive. You weren't built for this wilderness survival shit. You're starting to wish you just stolen a fucking Lamborghini or something instead of a spaceship. This seriously isn't looking good. The city's too far away now for you to turn back, so you have no choice but to keep walking. Maybe you can find a cave or a hole in the ground. Maybe you can just cover yourself up with grass. You wish someone had mentioned the death sun in between offering you alien meat products and calling you their muse. Off to your left in the distance, you catch a sight of what might be the shimmer of a sunlight on glass. A window? A solar panel? You could seriously clean it up with the renewable. You could seriously clean up with the renewable energy on the planet. Should you change your trajectory and go towards the shimmer? It might just be a mirage. Oh my god, it's an option. I'm gonna save. Yes, overwrite this one. We'll go towards the shimmer. You turn your aching, stinging meat sack towards a distant, promising sparkle of safety and succor. Succor? You focus on staying upright, one step at a time. Just keep swimming or whatever. God, the sun though. You need SPF 5 million for this nonsense. But then, almost like it has picked itself up to come scuttling to meet you, you suddenly find yourself in front of a long, low structure. You let out a yelp of anguish, pounding on the door. At least you hope it's a door. Wait, can I do a west, like a country accent? I'm scared because I'm scared I'm gonna come out like. I want to do it, but I'm scared I'm gonna embarrass myself. Bro's just built like Steve from Minecraft. He's half a heart. I really am. I have not gotten a single chance to like take a break here. What in the world? I'm gonna try a southern accent. I don't know if I can do it. The door opens and you fall inside with one of the most pathetic whimpers of your career. Blessed darkness closes in on you. From right beside you comes a snuffling yip, like some jokers making fun of your dire situation. Something warm and wet glides up your stinging cheek. Holy lady! Give him some room! I don't know if I can do it. How do you do a southern accent? A pair of hands help you sit up, gently. Your eyes haven't adjusted enough to make out more than a couple shapes. One upright and one lower to the ground. What were you doing out there? Can you stand? Strong arms pull you to the feet. You wonder if everyone on this planet is strong or if you are just extremely flimsy. They guide you to a chair at the end of the long table. Stutteringly, you begin to explain to yourself that you are an injured, exhausted traveler who is ravenous for pals. Well, bless your heart. But hold on a tick. Dinner's about to burn. Now that your rescuer mentions it, you do smell something. It smells amazing. Funny you should just blunder in here like that. I was just saying, wasn't I, lady? It's been so long since we had any sort of guests who weren't Imperial drones or about to rob us. Definitely more like a bad Midwestern accent than a Southern. How do you do a Southern accent? No, I shouldn't do that. You rub at your watering, slowly clearing eyes, and when you look back up to your rescuer, finally comes into focus. She's tall, taller than anyone else you've met here, you think. Also, maybe a little older? Not that you're an expert in troll physiology, she just, like, has an air of knowledgeable competence. She's wearing a fringe jacket and holding up a plate. There you go. Your oculars feeling any better? By the way, my name's Skyla. Pleasure to meet you. I'm trying to imagine what, like, I'm trying to imagine Sandy from, like, SpongeBob. And this here lady. Oh wait, wait, what does the dog look like? She looks down and at first you think she means the table, but then you look under the table and at the giant monster dog looking up at you. You jolt so hard you almost fly backwards out of your goddamn chair. Whoa there! No need for theatrics. She looks it looks a little like one of those lassie dogs with a pointed nose, except enormous and pure white. Its barks practically shake the whole house. Hi, Karma. What is they call this a lucis. It's the parent basically. Oh, you guys haven't seen a lucis. We haven't seen an official lucis yet. This is how they look like. They're basically like either an animal or a beast, and they're all white essentially. Karma, this is your orca? What the hell? Okay, sorry, I was checking the volume for something real quick. Let me know if you guys need the volume up higher or not. I don't know if the volume's okay. Hey there, lady. Lady. No need to be rude. They've clearly had one hell of a time and they don't look dangerous. Just really particular. Besides, if they try anything, you and I can take them. I'm not doing a good accent. This is a really bad southern accent. I'm so sorry to southerners out there. Love the little horn, so cute. Magic. Thank you! I appreciate it. I made it myself. Skyla puts her hand on her hip, staring down with thunderous yellow eyes. Right? No funny business, you hear? You swallow and nod, trying to look unthreatening and obliging. Oh my god. Ready for anything. For instance, friendship. You're ready for that. Skyla sits down on a plate as she's holding. Here, have a grub cake. There's plenty. That sounds gross as hell, but what's sitting on the plate looks and smells exactly like a normal pancake. Golden brown and crispy at the edges. There's a boiled tree blood too if you like. Also churned dairy product. She puts down a carafe of syrup? A carafe. She puts down a carafe of syrup and a dish of butter. Man, everything here has a really weird names. Skyla pours out a cup of some very familiar smelling liquid. Brown bean juice, you guess. Skyla raises an eyebrow. No. That's just coffee. She sits down next to you. You're lucky you were only out in the light at dawn. Nobody wants to be out in direct alternating sunlight besides jade bloods. And no offense, but you certainly ain't any jade blood I've ever seen. At first, I thought you were some sort of mutated lucis cause you don't even have horns and you were grunting and yipping and you were chipping a storm up back there. But you're an alien, right? Don't worry. I won't call the drones. I'd best get used to being around aliens anyways, seeing how I'm gonna be seeing a whole mess of y'all coming up next week. She laughs nervously. You aren't sure what she's talking about. Do you even need to specify that anymore? It's just natural law at this point. Gravity, the conservation of energy, and you don't know what the fuck is going on. Lady, would you mind drawing a bath for our guest? No offense, but you smell like you used one. I'm stinky? You can't argue with that. You offer her a cautious smile. God, she seems so nice and caring, but you've been burned before, and cut, and generally kicked around by fate. It's a tough world out there, but you want to trust Skyla. Lady takes the bucket in her muzzle and runs out to the yard, getting up on her hind legs and batting at the door latch to open it. It's adorable. Aww. The sun is high now, and the whole landscape outside is washed in white. Oh god, the dog! Oh, it's sweet of you to worry. Loose eye are fine to go outside for a little while in the daylight. Their coats reflect light or something to that effect. I don't really know how it works. I ain't exactly known for my scientific acumen. She's so cute. I love her. She's so nice. She's not gonna kill us like the other ones. J-Blood with the southern accent sounds like a what? I feel like everything I'm gonna say is gonna sound like what? Hey, Kurt calling you an alien's kind of funny with the accent. Guys, how bad is it? Give it to me straight. How bad is it? You tell her that she's pretty smart from where you're standing. As cynical as you're becoming, you can't just help try and become her friend. She's so nice and wow, really pretty. Not that that's a requirement for friendship, but your retinas would have way more your retinas would have to be way more scalded than they are to notice that. Aw, that's nice of you to say. But it wouldn't really matter if I was a bona fide genius. Some of my cast would never hope to rise up the ranks. Best I can hope for is hauling crates in some cargo vessel. I feel like I'm lacking on the accent a little. Ranks? Cargo vessel? You swallow a bite of your grub cake, ready to ask if she's thinking about joining the military, but just a swell of noise erupts from the outside of the house. Shouts, crashes, and Lady's frantic barks. Skylar gasps and launches herself out of the chair, knocking over the carafe of syrup. It oozes across the tabletop in a sticky wave. Oh no! Oh no! Not now! What the hell's going on? Bandits! Goddamn loosest thieves! You don't even get a chance to ask anything else before Skylar careens towards the door, throwing up an arm as blazing white as the light pours in. Oh god, she's going to the outside and burn up. She isn't thinking straight. You gotta do something. Oh my god, Osa. Get your tail out of the way. Osa, when she wants to get up on my desk, occasionally she like literally launches herself onto my desk. Like, she'll be running and so like a torpedo she goes like I have to ready for her sometimes. Alright, let me save again. Oh wait. Yes, I'll overwrite the save. Okay, I think this is a good area. You're one of them J-Bloods, ain't ya? Oh, hi Raven. The Sims looks different. I know, I'm so sorry. It's cause my hand kind of hurts because I'm getting carpal tunnel because I'm weak. So I was thinking about playing The Sims, but then it requires a lot of like mouse movement. So I was thinking like, oh, maybe I could just play this where I just need to click and that's kind of it, you know? I'm so sorry. I should be fine for tomorrow. I think tomorrow is like, what am I playing? What am I playing tomorrow? Tomorrow's Tuesday? I don't remember what I'm playing tomorrow, but I should be fine for tomorrow. I am going to... You know what? Let's help her. Instead of stopping here... Okay, because the last time I played... Yesterday when I played, right? The last times I've tried to help... Or no, I've tried to do something that I think is right. It's wrong. So I think this time I'm going to do the wrong thing, which is help her and not stop her. Most frail orca in existence. I always have some debuff going on. It's either like a headache or tummy horror or my carpal tunnel or something. All right, I'm gonna help her. Let's go. Let's go. What the hell? You've already experienced the Alternian sun. It sucked a whole lot. Maybe now it'll suck less because of how bad it sucked then. Just a sliding scale of suckage. Skyless plunges out into the daylight in the direction of the commotion, and like a big dumb asshole, you barrel out into the blazing hellscape after her. Surprise! It still sucks. You've had sunburns before, but this is ridiculous. This is a fucking monster of a gas giant pointing and laughing at the tiny speck of humanity you represent, trembling before the void. It's a pure assault on all your senses. The light is almost as bad as the heat, and you put up your arms and block the glare. Following the dusk, Skyla kicks up behind her. You doubt your eyes will actually ever adjust to this fuckery, but you can still see better. You can still see a little better than before. There are about a dozen of them, all of them trolls, all wearing dark padded outfits that cover their faces. They look halfway between hazmat suit and SWAT uniforms. All of them have big, fake-looking guns that probably aren't fake. In fact, one of them shoots a laser at your face. You duck, and it leaves a blasting heat trail across your cheek. But as I can't fucking read. But as all of you is currently burning, it doesn't really break your stride. Oh my gosh, she's saving me. She's so hot. Skylar throws herself into the fray, leaving out a war cry accompanied by the sounds of fist-hitting flesh. It's 12 against 2, which, if you remember right, if you remember your fractions right, it's not unlike 6 against 1. But these guys probably have not been these guys had probably not been expecting a frontal assault, and they had definitely not been expecting Skyla, who's frankly fucking terrifying. She shoves 3 trolls down like dominoes, grabbing up a discarded gun and shooting all 3 while they're on the ground. Oh my god, she's kicking ass, guys. She's doing it. Tuesday, we're just chatting. Oh, you're so right. Actually, no. Hi, honey. Wait, no, what? What are we knowing to? You've never been in a fight before. A fucking all-out brawl. It's scary, but now that you're in the thick of it, also kind of awesome. Sure, your skin is burning and you can be killed at any moment, but that's just how it goes in this planet. You just gotta get into the swing of things. Take no prisoners. Kill or be killed. Hell yeah! You pop one of the bandit trolls in the face. Fuck, that probably hurt the fist. That probably hurt your fist more than it hurt the troll, but it does throw him off balance long enough for Skyla to smash the butt of her gun to the side of their head. Yeehaw! Hell yeah! She gives you a wild grin. The two of you are beaming at each other while the hostile alien sun tries to boil away the liquid from your eyeballs, and a bunch of the bandits try to dognap a giant monster. You love this girl. In a friendship way. But still, you love her. You make an awesome team. Another troll comes up behind Skyla and she smashes an elbow into their throat, grabbing them by the front of their uniform and suplexing them onto the dusty ground. She wails on them with her bare hands. God. She's really hot. Get lady! Oh, right. You stumble over to where the Lucis is thrashing inside a big black net. Big black net. There we go. You don't have any way to cut her free, but she's already doing it great on her own, biting through the fibers with her big sharp teeth. You hold the net still for her to finish the job, and then pull it off so she can join the fray. Oh my god, the Lucis is joining too? I don't know, I just joined. Hello everyone. I'm the owner of the 24-karat gold Labu. I have the one and only 24-karat gold Labubu. I'm so sad that she got cancelled because like I love that's like a big vocal stim. It's over fast after that. How did they even get to Lady in the net in the first place? She's so giant and quick, grabbing trolls in her jaws and shaking them like chew toys. The remaining 5 who are still standing jump into their weird little dune buggies and make tracks. Emphasis on the bug. They look like scuttling little beetles. Skylar chases after them for a few hundred yards, throwing the gun after them, shouting obscenities. And stay away, you hear? Tell the rest of them why you don't ever fuck with the Rusty's ranch. She stands silhouette against the blazing sun, and the dust trail is vanishing into the distance. You're awash in heady victory. In heady victory, giggling like a lunatic before the adrenaline kind of drains out of you all at once. You are violently reminded of your fucked up ribs and recent blood loss. The Alternian sun beats down, and your arms are already covered in raised patches of red skin. This is a sunburn turned up to 11. Whoa there, are you okay? Skyla swing too. A spray of olive green blood covers her cheek. At least the rainbow blood on this planet means you can be sure it wasn't hers, but she still looks rough. Kind of how you feel. Lady, come here, girl. Wow, you're just gonna sit down. Maybe just take a little break. The pale landscape swoops, going even paler. No, you can't rest here. You'll die, dumbass. I'm not letting anything happen to my new best friend. Oh my god, we're best friends? Get up! New best friend? Holy shit, that makes you so happy? You absolutely can't die here. Not when you just made an amazing friend. Somehow, the two of you manage to drag each other across the yard and towards the house. Hive, you're gonna get this lingo down if it kills you. Whenever you feel yourself about to fall forward, you lean on Skyla. When you start to fall back, Lady's there to brace herself against the back of your knees. She's such a good Lucis. You wonder if she'll be your friend too. Her muzzle is dripped in the soup of multicolored alien blood. When you get back into the darkness of the hive, you can't see shit. Dang, your species really ain't suited for this kind of environment, huh? You can't even see the dark. In demonstration, you walk right into the table. Oh my god, I can't read. You walk right into the table. You've about had it with tables. You're sworn enemies at this point. I just realized you can barely see her. She's like right there. Kiayama, no, huh? Ma'am, language, please. What do you mean language? What? You think language is a problem? She gave some guy a hot dog. We're not talking about that. That's last stream. Okay, that's last stream. This is a new me. New game, new me. New volume, new me. Please don't knock down my nutrition platform. I built it myself. She sounds exhausted but giddy. Dang, you really did that thing, didn't you? You kind of want to go in for the hug, but the sunburn is really something. It feels like a tiny needle. It feels like tiny needles piercing your arms and cheek. The back of your neck is a colony of fire ants. Oh, yeah. Feels real bad, don't it? Come on, there's only one cure for... Oh, come on, there's only one cure for sun rash. Skylar takes your hand. Gosh, this is like next level friendship stuff. She leads you through her hive, and who knows if you're even... who knows if you're ever gonna get out all your vision back. Maybe you're just blind for life. You'll have to get a cane and a whimsical aesthetic and learn to navigate the world by smell alone. No, that would be stupid. Here we go. My coop isn't huge, but you're kind of scrawny. What are you waiting for? Take your clothes off. My what? Man, the sun must have fucked with more than just your eyes, because you could have sworn Skylar just told you to take your clothes off. You seriously ain't you seriously ain't not gonna get in my Recuperacoon in those filthy rags. I'm not even sure what those clothes were supposed to be originally. Yeah, you aren't so sure about your look either. Another new friend of yours told you that was rad, but you were both a little high at the time. You might be a little high right now. You also wonder if sunstroke causes auditory hallucinations. Also, you don't know what a Recuperacoon is. Really? Then what the heck do you sleep in on your planet? You hear rustling, followed by the sound of clothes hitting the floor, and then a weird gloop. Like someone getting to bathtub, only thicker. If a troll didn't have soaper, well, I don't really know what would happen, but I reckon it wouldn't be great. It can speed the healing process of burns and small wounds. I'm not sure what it's gonna do with your weird alien anatomy, but I don't see how it's gonna make any worse. You tell Skylar that in your experience, things can always get worse, especially from her perspective right now, since she's about to see you naked. Nothing like a little self-deprecating humor as an A+ cover for crippling insecurity. Skylar laughs. Come on now. I'm sure you're a perfectly healthy example of your species. Just get in already. I promise it ain't some sort of pale solicitation. Or flush for that matter. I know it's awkward, but I've only got one coop. Right, okay. Yeah, you can totally do this. You can make it not weird. Of course. You trip taking off your goddamn pants, and Skylar starts laughing all over again. Not in a mean way, more in a chill, please join me in my slime bathtub old chum way. In a non-awkward way. In a friend way. Guys, we did it! We're friends! Oh my god, first try! I did it! First try! We became friends! Are you guys proud of me? Buy his dinner personally. Guys, oh my god, first try, I did it! And that only took me 30-ish minutes. Oh my god, the other ones were like an hour each. Sick. Okay, perfect. I kind of want to see what would happen if we... Should I try to get the bad ending to see what would happen, or do you guys want me to move on to the next one? Let me take a sip of my drink real quick. I'm so sorry if you hear me slurping. I'm kind of tempted to do like the bad ending just to see. I think Skylar is my favorite. Nakedness aside. What? And we didn't get killed or rejected or anything else? No, yeah, I did it first try. Oh my god. Here, let's see. I'm gonna look at the bad ending just to see what could have happened. Okay, so I think the bad ending would have been if I stopped her, right? So Skyla's bigger than you, and she has the strength of both desperation and super genome, so you don't feel great about your chances. But you have to try. Skyla is too upset to be careful. You have to stop her from hurting herself. You stumble into her house, all gross and pathetic and alien, and she didn't turn you away. She gave you pancakes for Christ's sake. Grow cakes. Whatever. And it isn't just Sun. From the number of voices, there's gotta be 20 people out there. She doesn't stand a chance. You run up behind her and hook your arms under hers, hauling her back by the armpits. She struggles, jabbing her elbow into your aching ribs. Let me go! You don't understand, they'll take her! Lady! You hold grimly on, going limp and using gravity as your own dead weight to pull her down to the floor. Through wheezing breaths, you tell her she can't go out there. Didn't she just tell you that you'd never survive? You'd never have survived if it had been later in the dawn? You probably aren't making much sense, but you'll keep up the steam of worthless bullshit until something catches her. I don't think I read any of that right. Would your Lucis really want this for you, Skyla? Would Lady really want you to sacrifice yourself for her? Skyla goes really rigid, and then all the fight just drains out of her like blood. Oh my god, like blood down the drain. She sags back into your arms. Oh my gosh, she looks so sad. Oh my god. The two of you watch Lady thrashing in a huge black net as several of the figures haul her away. The sun is too bright to see them clearly, but they disappear to be herding more white creatures out of the paddock into the collection of vehicles. The herd. She says it so quietly you feel it more than you hear it. You continue to watch as Lady is packed into one of the vehicles and they drive away, kicking up clouds of dust that glimmer in the brutal sun. You can let me go now. I'm not gonna throw myself out into daylight like a romance novel heroine. You realize just how tight you're holding onto her and loosen your arms, pulling away and sitting up. She looks like she's gonna cry. Skyla's cheeks are wet with tears, but she quickly shakes her hair into her face to hide it. That makes your heart hurt. You want to tell her everything is going to be okay, but you make it a point not to lie to your friends. You have absolutely no idea how it's going to be. And before you can say anything at all, she gets up and disappears through the doors and further into the house. Give her some space. Oh my god. You decide to mind your own business. Well, you do try the door, but it's locked. Best keep occupied and do whatever you can for her. First, you shut the door to keep that sweltering heat and blinding light out. Then, you tidy up the kitchen a little. Everything here is oddly textured and colored and shaped unusually organic. Some of it is worryingly scuttly and alive. You do your best. You mop up the syrup and straighten the chairs. You're just trying to figure out how to get the stink to spit out some water out of the dirty dishes when Skyla comes back out. Her eyes are dry and her hair is combed back out of her face. Don't you worry about that. You're gonna break something. She plays one of her beaded bracelets with a nervous little fidget of her fingers. I could have never taken those fillers by myself. Especially not in broad daylight. I want to thank you for stepping in and stopping me. I was overwrought. Oh, she's gonna cry. You nod, accepting her thanks. She doesn't seem overwrought anymore, just numb. Wow, this is actually a legitimately terrible situation. Not even in a dumb, zany way like all the other horseshit that's happened to you recently. You wonder who those guys even were. Lucis thieves. They've come before, but always at night, never in such large numbers. So Lady and me always take them. I never expected anything like this. For them to come out in force like this in the middle of the day. She's gonna cry, guys. She sits down at the table, putting her elbow in the patch of syrup you missed. You offer her a dishcloth and notice several little discolored patches on her arm. It looks like she got burned just from having her arm out the door for like a minute and a half. You're really glad you didn't let her go out there. You've endured a lot of heinous shit on your short span on this planet, injuries and a lot of added insults to the injuries. But the time you spent with Skyla waiting for the sun to go down is some of the worst and most hopeless. You don't know what to say. You don't know what to say to help her. You aren't actually her friend. You aren't even the same species. The troll-Lucis relationship is a little confusing, but they seem to be some combination of caretaker and pet, more symbiotic than parent and child. Finally, it gets late enough to venture outside, and you follow Skyla out into the empty paddock, and there's nothing out there but a broken fence and trampled ground. Lots of kids lose their loci. It's just a part of life. I'm so sad, guys. I would have been heading to the ordeals next sweep anyways. I would have never seen her again. But at least I would have gotten the chance to say goodbye, you know? Guys, I'm so sad. It's so sad. It's kind of a bummer how resigned everyone on this planet seems to terrible things happening. Then again, that's sort of true on your own planet too. Existence, just a goddamn mess. You try to give her the most understanding look you can, just a really good and supportive friend face. You're killing it. But Skyla isn't paying attention to your glowing facade. She's reaching into her jacket and pulling out her phone. What the hell? My palm husk is blowing up. Oh god. Skylar drops her phone in the dirt and claps her hand over her mouth. Her eyes sparkle with tears. You pick it up. It's kind of squishy and squirms in your hand a little, which you don't love. You also don't love what's on the screen. It's a troll in a mask holding a gun on Lady, who is still in the net baring her teeth. The gun looks fake, kind of like a Nerf gun. You bet it's not a Nerf gun. The photo is accompanied by more of that spiky text you can't read. Hey, how can you understand the Alternian spoken language but not the written? You decide not to think about it too hard. Waste time. They sent a ransom demand. They say if I can't pay, they'll sell her. Troll Lucy are valued for their strength all over the galaxy. The heiress knows about the black market, but she doesn't do anything about it. She just takes a cut. You ask her how much the ransom demand is for, as if you have a penny to your name. She tells you a number that sounds stupidly large, even without knowing the exchange rate to Earth money. They're just mocking me. They know a bronze blood can't afford this. They just want to force me to fail her one more time. Her voice breaks on a sob. You reach over and put your hand on her arm. She looks at you with a big watery eyes, and you brace for her to fall into your arm sobbing. You're actually kind of hoping for it. Not that you're the type to want to profit off another's pain, but you're pretty sure that offering comfort in a time of crisis is a first-class ticket to Friendsville. I am so selfish. What the hell? Instead, Skyla gives you a hard shove backwards. You take 2 stumbling steps and fall on your ass. Something squishes underneath you. A cow pat or something alive? You aren't sure which you prefer, honestly. Sorry. I didn't actually push you that hard. Your species is kind of flimsy. I don't want sympathy right now. Especially not from you. She stands framed between 2 moons, some trick of perspective making her look as distant and just as sad. Not that moons are inherently sad. Whatever, that's not the issue right now. Had Skyla been lying to you before when she says that she doesn't blame you? She'd even thank you for stopping her from killing herself. Nah, I don't blame you. I just can't stand the sight of you. Oh my god. Looking at you just reminds me of losing Lady, and I don't think that'll ever change. Sorry. I really was hoping we could be friends. It was a really long time since I've seen anyone out here that goes 2 legs instead of 4. But I just don't think it's gonna work out. If you start walking, now you can probably make it to the city before sunrise. Or there's a J-Blood colony nearby if you want to inflict your personal brand of assistance on them. Oh my god. Bye. Thank god I helped her. I don't know if I could have handled this form of rejection. You leave with a proverbial tail between your legs, and the last glimpse of you gets Skyla, and she's standing next to the empty paddock staring at the ground. Oh my god, guys, look, she's crying. Look how sad that is. Oh my god, what the hell? That's so sad. Well, I mean, I guess good thing that we helped her, right? All right, next one. That's so sad. Okay, volume 3. Well, Jesus H, fuck, that was just bleak. Yeah. I like how the ending to these can either be like like for example, if you get rejected, I like how the endings can be like, oh haha, like you just get kicked out, to like someone's dead. Like someone's dead and you're at fault. Okay, let's see. Choose her. You've been traveling through a cave network for a while now. The Ridge of Stone is a welcome respite from the eerily organic infrastructure you've been encountering, but it's also proven an unwelcome respite from making. Maybe it was too much hope for this new cavern to be home for another potential new buddy. Maybe leaving the big city behind was a horrible mistake. Just maybe these dark, cold tunnels are completely devoid of... Oh, hang on, there's a bunch of buildings in the distance. What voice should I give her? What kind of voice does she give off? I feel like... I don't know. I didn't think about voices when I started. Alright, I'm gonna head out. See ya. Bye, Raven. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. I'll see you later. Bye-bye. Oh, hello. I was giving her like a really a cheery voice or something. I thought you were one of girls, but you don't look like a Jade Blood. Or anything else, actually. How strange. You convey your usual spiel regarding your circumstances. You're lost, you're lonely, your ribs are still broken. You think? Honestly, the ribs are fine. You can probably just use another friend or two. I see. My first responsibility is to my Jades and the Mother Grub, so I can't make any promises of friendship just yet. But you do look like you need someone to take care of you. Here in the Brooding Caverns, we follow simple rules. Don't invite drama from top down below. Protect the Mother Grub. We have no hierarchy, but do what I say. Let's do everything we can to keep our current records of dozens of sweeps without any Jades being culled. You're not sure what half those words mean, but you nod your head. Good. I'll take you to our hive. Follow me. You follow her into her hive, which looks like a school or some kind of dormitory with multiple rooms and multiple floors. Usually, more of my Jades are around. I suppose everyone's out watching the Imperial drones arrive with the filial pails. Girls, we have a visitor to our caverns. Don't be alarmed by the bizarre appearance. They seem to be harmless and quite weak. Don't give them more injuries than they already have. Our visitor deserves a warm Jade Blood welcome. She clasps her hand. No one else is around, but you stand to attention and give her thumbs up to show you read her loud and clear. You notice she called you visitor and not friend, but that's okay. You can do whatever it takes until you're upgraded from visitor to friend, or at least charity case. You follow her upstairs, and she stops at a big room on the second floor. When you step into it, you have to clap your hands over your mouth to keep from gagging at the revolting sight. Wait, why? What's at the... Oh, those are babies back there. Guys, look at the little babies. Wait, you guys can't see it. You guys are blocking. Hold on. Look at the little babies right there. On the side right here. I don't know if you guys... Aww. There are big baby-sized larvae looking things all over the floor, squirming around crying and inch forming out of kiddie pools of green slime. What the hell? This is our nursery. Most of these regulars are sick or injured, so we look after them in here until they're well enough to go back to the caverns and spin their cocoon. She looks shifty all of a sudden, giving you some side eye like she's sizing you up. You try to look very non-threatening and also 100% trustworthy. We keep this nursery on the down low. It's not against any laws, but it's something of a break with tradition to save any of the grubs instead of just letting them die. To tell you the truth, I'm not sure why we do it. It just kind of feels right. It just feels right to me to take care of them in the same way I take care of my Jades. A nursery, huh? You look around again with this new information. You guess you can sort of see how the regulars look like babies. You can't believe that one of these things could have grown up into anything that looks like Bronya, but this is an alien planet, so who knows? She takes you over to the shelves that seem to hold medical supplies. You're not sure what can be done for your broken ribs, but maybe she has some kind of alien technology that can help. But when she starts going through the cabinets, you don't see anything that looks high-tech like the thing that fixed your arm. I guess that most of what we have is stuff for the wrigglers. I'm not familiar enough with their bizarre anatomy to know if it will help. But if you're not completely sure how to do something, it's best to try anyways. Even if you fail, everyone else can still learn from your mistake. Maybe you won't fail. You'll never know. You're not so sure about applying the ethos to your broken ribs, but she looks so determined. It might be rude to say no. I'm gonna save here again. Yes. Okay. Wait, did I overwrite it? There we go. Okay. I'm going to go for it. My ribs are already broken, so where's the harm? Thanks, but no thanks. I'll just heal my own just fine. This was a hard one. I can't tell. I think I'm gonna go for it. Yeah, just go for it. Fuck me up. Okay, come here. Lift up your shirt so I can get your injured bellow sacs enclosure. Yes, like that. Turn that part that's all bloody and horrifying towards me. She has something that looks like some kind of ointment. It's a shade of bright green, similar to the slime beds that you see around the nursery, and it also seems to be glowing. Seems like there's nothing wrong about applying it to your skin. But despite your optimism, the second Bronya rubs some of it on your broken skin, you feel a searing hot pain like you just got doused with poison. You flinch back instinctively. Your momentum carries you too far as you step back and you trip on something behind your feet. You cartwheel your arms, but it's no use. You're going down and you're yelling timber. Is that a Kesha reference? She's a mother hen. Let her coddle you. You're right. And I'm gonna let her do what she wants. Oh, wait, what's happening? You feel something soft and squishy break your fall. And you hear a terrible squelching noise and some kind of animal squeal. Oh no. You have fallen right on top of one of the wrigglers. You roll off of it, but there's no use. It's squished flat. And you're covered in olive fluid that you think might have been its blood. You look up to see Bronya, horrified face, and know that there's no hope for friendship in those vengeful eyes. You might want to run before I throw you out this window and break the rest of your bones. Alternia's deadly. Wait, you guys can't see it. Holy moot. Alternia's deadliest ass? This is like what, the second time I've killed someone, right? Or no. Oh no, this is the second time I've sat on something. I've sat on a hot dog first. Oh wait, no, did I snap his neck that one time by sitting on it? I think I did, right? What the hell? How fat is my ass? That's so sad. Okay. Let's just not let her heal us. Yeah, let me take a sip of my drink again real quick. 1 second. The canonically thick and dumbass. I'm just fucking killing everything out here. Like every time I think it's only been one friendship where like I've just been kicked out. I think every other friendship I've just been like I've killed something or something's happened, something's died. Thanks, but no thanks. I'll heal on my own just fine. Oh, well if you're sure. I forgot what voice I gave her already. I'm worried about you though. You seem like you need help, and I wish I could help you more. If I can't take care of someone, I'm not sure how we can ever truly be friends. You try to cheer her up, pointing out that friendship is a two-way mutilated frame. How can you help her instead? Well, sure, there are things around here that could use some assistance with. However, don't take this the wrong way, but we've only just met. I don't know that I can trust you to be as responsible as I am. It's not easy to be the one in charge. You have to be... Oh my god, big words, hold on. Conscientious, considerate, and competent at all times. You try to think of times in your life where you've been conscientious, considerate, or competent. You're drawing a bit of a blank, but hey, new planet, new you! You assure her that you have what it takes. I guess if you want to prove that you can be responsible, I can let you help me out today. It's a good time to visit Mother Grub. You're careful to step around all the little guys on the floor as you head out the nursery. I want to see all the babies on the floor. I just want to see them like run around or wriggle around, I guess. Get kicked out, you nerd. Hi, Haven. I killed a baby. Also, you just killed a child with your ass, and that's just kind of funny. Bro, that's so sad, that baby. Like, this whole... So imagine, right? You're born in a society that wants to kill you because you're weak, right? And you happen upon the chances of meeting someone who is nice and wants to actually save you because you're weak, right? And so you're so close to getting to the next stage of life, of being able to spin your cocoon to enter society. And before that can happen, some person with a canonically large ass just slips and squishes you dead. Like, how sad is that? Oh, my cat's in front of my thing again. Osa, I need you to move. You're too fluffy. Okay. I downloaded League and made it skip the tutorial. Womp womp me. It's okay. We'll teach you how to play League in no time. It'll be easy, piece of cake, no problem. It's like the Squidward sit on my face meme, but it's an execution. Damn, you punted a baby? No, worse. I just straight out like like I sat on it. It just totally like pancake, just gone. Poor Olive Blood, and just never had a chance. It's okay. It's okay. We're redoing it. We're fine. It's okay. She takes you back outside, and these caverns are even bigger than you first realize. They're also dark and cold and gloomy, and you can't see anywhere that might lead up to the planet's surface. Does she really just live down here all the time? I've been alive for 15 minutes and died by the thick. I think I lived a good life. Did you say square root instead of Squidward? Wait, did I mean Squidward. I can't read. I'm trying to practice my diction more. Like, I want to be able to, like, because I know I mumble and I stutter a little bit, and I know my diction isn't the greatest, so I've been trying to practice my diction just a little more. Like, I literally have tongue twisters pulled up, like, before the stream. Here, let me read some of them. Like, I was like, okay, I'm gonna be reading a lot. I need to be able to, like, say things properly. Especially because, like, I noticed, okay, so I think I talked about this before, but, like, I noticed that even though I don't think I have an accent, like, I have technically the California accent. You, like, skip T's. So, like, for example, oop, my mic cut off. Okay. But yeah, so if you read the word, for example, like mountain, you know, there's a T in there, right? So you say mountain. But when I read the word, I say mountain. Like, I totally skip the T. I go mountain. So, like, I noticed that, like, my T's, D's, and things like that are hard for me to pronounce because, like, it just kind of, like, it's non-existent for me. So, like, okay, here's one tongue twister I've been trying to, like, really hard to say. Like, is my audio okay? Okay, I don't know why my audio cut off. That was weird. Your addiction more? Damn, no, my diction. I know, right? She's real open about her diction. No. My diction, like, same thing, like dictionary, diction, right? With the D, diction, right? Okay. Here's one I've been trying to, like, get down. Here's one I've been trying to, like, learn. It goes, wait, we skip stuff like that in the Midwest if you don't live in the city. And it's so, like, people have really good dictions. Like, I don't know how you do it. I feel like a lot of accents, or, like, maybe it's city stuff or something. I don't know, but I feel like a lot of accents tend to skip, like, hard letters, like T's and D's, right? Because, like, you can kind of smooth out the word, or it's easier to say, right, without those letters typically, right? Diction. Yeah, diction, right? Oh gee, is that Killer Kiayama? Oh my god, hi Ska! I'm gonna read a tongue twister. Are you ready? You think she's heard of Diction Cider? Diction Cider? What's that? Hold on. Diction Cider. Oh! I hate you. I hate you so much, Turkey. You're a bitch. I want you to know that. I hate you so much. You're evil because you know I just read shit. You know I just read and I don't think about it. I hate you so much. Evil, awful. I spit on you. Hold on, here's a let me read 2 tongue twisters real quick. I've been trying to like get down. Okay, so this is one I've been trying to do because I've also noticed I struggle with pee sometimes. So it's I want a proper I want a proper cup of coffee from a proper copper coffee pot. If I can't have a cup of coffee from a proper copper coffee pot, if I can't have a cup of coffee from a proper copper coffee pot, I'll have a cup of tea instead. Dude, every time I hate you so much. I didn't think it'd work because it's usually dicks. I just read shit, you know? I just read and I hope for the best. So I've been trying to get that one down. I want a proper cup of coffee from a proper copper coffee pot. If I can't have a cup of coffee from a proper copper coffee pot, I'll have a cup of tea instead. I've been trying to I've been trying to nail that one, and I've been trying to nail this one that goes what a to do to die today at a minute or two to do. A thing distinctly hard to say but harder still to do. For there'll be a tattoo at 22 with a rat-a-tat, tat-a-tat, tat-a-tat tattoo. And the dragon will come when he hears the drum at a minute or two today. Wait, at a minute or two to two today. At a minute or two to two. I've been trying so hard to like nail those kind of like tongue twisters. But it's so hard. And then oh my god, if you have also like if you say toy boat like 3 times really fast, it's so hard to say like toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, toy boat, fuck. It's hard. I've been trying to learn. I've been trying to practice my diction. Oh, there's also one that goes like Irish wristwatch, Swiss wristwatch, and that was really hard. Like if you try to just like not even think about it, like Irish wristwatch, Swiss wristwatch, it's so hard. We gotta have a reading challenge stream for you. I can read kinda. Ooh, my tomboy orca can't be destroyed. Can't believe. I'm not, you know, I'm not that short. You could say I'm average height. I'm average height for, hold on, where is 4'11" for woman average height? I am average height from Guatemala. Not that I am Guatemalan, but you know, if I go there, I'm at home. You, Willard, William, Irina. I'm being yelled at. Average for like little people? I like how I just keep getting Guatemala as like the average. Damn. Wasn't a 13-year-old from the last game you played taller than you? Alright, no, that's different. She's a fictional character, so you know that's different. That's her average. You see, my height is a normal size. It's average height. I have actually a coworker who's like the same height as me. So, and I have an aunt the same height as me. And I know, at least I think like in all my high school classes, I think I had at least 1 or 2 girls who were the same height as me. So, you know, it's okay. I'm not, I think I'm average, you know, I think I'm not abnormally short. Dude, my 9-year-old sister's taller than you. Well, okay, tell her to stop growing. Tell her to stop. Wait. How does it feel, Wilfred? What the hell? I like how you went from like Willie to Willard to Wilfred. Like it's my little bro is nearing your height at 9 years. What the hell? Well, I think it kind of makes sense actually, right? Because, well, not makes sense, but like I was average height, I think, until I got into middle school. I think I was average height in my class, and then once I got to middle school, like, I became short because I stopped growing. Sounds like cope. Nuh-uh. No, it doesn't. My height is a normal size, an average height. Yeah, exactly. I mean, you know, like, guys say that all the time, so, like, why can't I say that? I'm average. I've heard that one before. Stunted, what the hell? You're shrinking, nuh-uh. I've been the same height since I was like 11, I think, or 12. I don't know when I stopped growing, but I've been the same height since I was like in elementary school. Anyways, let's keep going. Let's keep going. I don't like how you guys are being mean to me. To make some conversation during this cold hike in the damn cave, you mentioned that living underground like this seems kind of depressing. You realize too late that this isn't very tactful, but she doesn't get angry at your conversational gambit of insulting her home. Oh no, it's very peaceful down here. Well, in comparison to anywhere else at least. Or anywhere else. I quite enjoy it. The brooding caverns are a place for life and birth, not death. That's pretty uncommon in Alternia. Wait, because there's a difference between a dude saying he's 6 foot when he's 5'11", and you saying you're average when you're like 4'10". I am not 4'10" for your information. I'm 4'11". Take that, bitch. Oh wait, until she actually gets. Oh, just wait until she actually gets old. She'll suffer from the elderly curse of getting shorter. Nah, I'll be fine. What? I'll be a-okay. What? I'm gonna be normal height. I'm gonna be. This is average. I think I'm normal height. You know what? I'm gonna be okay. Bro, let me donate some inches. What the hell? I feel so. Well, wait. How tall are you again? Aren't you like? You're 5 something, right? I forgot how tall you are. I need to have. I want to do like. I want to put out a poll, and be like, okay, guys, send me your heights, and then I want to like see what my average viewer height is. I just want to see like compare. Actually, I'm 4'11", same energy as that video of the kid going, I'm 11, so shut the fuck up. I'm 5'7", not that much better. I think 5'7's average. I want to say. I think 5'7 is like an okay height. 5'8" realistically. Clipping that because it sounds wild out of context. Wait, which one are you clipping? Which one is it? You know, my height is okay. My height is fine. You guys should mind your own goddamn business what my height is, alright? Fuck you guys. The national average is 5'10". For women or men? Wait, for men, right? Please. I think 5'7's fine. Like 5'9". So I think on the I don't know, cause where I grew up, like I feel like 5'7 is kind of average, and if you're 6 anything, you're like tall, or even 5 like 10, 5'11", you're like tall, I would say. I now have Kiayama saying that she'll donate some inches and will use it responsibly. What the hell? For men, okay, thank God. For women, it's 5'4", 5'5". See, I'm almost there. I'm basically there. I'm pretty much just average height, you know. I'm just you know, give me a little leeway, and I'm basically there. I'm basically just regular average height, you know. Damn, below average Kiayama. What the hell? Nuh-uh. Fuck you. I think. Well, okay. Let me see for Mexican women. Average height for. I can't type on the keyboard. I forgot. I switched out my keyboard to like my really nice one, but super sensitive. Height for women in Mexico. The average height for women in Mexico is 5 feet and 2 inches, or 1.58 meters, according to healthnet.com. Healthnet, I'm so dumb, that's an insurance. .com. See, I'm like almost there. I'm basically right there. You're not even halfway. Yeah, I am. Fuck you. I've been told 6 to 7 inches is a big gap, Kiayama. So you're not that close. Okay, yeah, for guys. For girls, it's different. Sorry, champ. We'll get the booster seat. What the hell? You know, it's okay, cause for women, if you're short, like a lot of guys tend to like short women. You know, so it's totally fine. You know, and I don't care. You know, you know, I'll be fine. I'll be okay. Like, you know, how many? Okay, do you guys know men who will reject short women? No, I don't know a single guy that would reject a short woman. Though short men, though, that's where you have that's where you have trouble with. So, you know, I don't have a problem. I don't, you know, I'm fine. So fuck you guys. You know, let me toggle back to. Oh, let me take one more sip of my drink real quick. I'm so sorry if you guys hear me drink. I don't know if you guys can hear me drink or not, but I'm always so paranoid you guys hear me go like gulp gulp. Really getting defensive for someone who doesn't care and doesn't have a problem. Totally fine though. Fuck you guys. I'm gonna keep playing the game. You know, let me pull something up real quick and then okay, there we go. Oh wait, I didn't read that. Read that part. Oh. You're still not really sure what she means by brooding caverns, but you guess it has something to do with the wrigglers in her nursery. Before you can ask, you reach the top of the ridge and get a new, wider view of the rest of the cavern. It's enormous, probably the size of a small city. All over the cave floor, you see more wrigglers crawling everywhere. Cocoons line the cave walls, and larger stalactites with some young trolls crawling out of them. Walking, flying, and crawling among the wrigglers and a young troll are a variety of white monsters, all kinds of shapes and sizes. In the center of the cave, there is... You don't even know how to describe it. It looks like a huge, many-legged queen bug of some kind, with goat-shaped skull and horns coming out of her head. Her bulbous sphinxer ripples as she lays a continuous stream of hundreds of eggs, from which you assume the gray wrigglers will hatch. And marching through all of this, you see several hulking bipedal creatures, each carrying 2 buckets either to or away from the mother grub. They look armed and move like they're regiment troop soldiers of some kind. You're instinctively terrified of them. This is where the magic happens, and by that I mean the continuation of our species. Jade-bloods like myself are trusted to look after this process, which is of course a very special job. The Imperial drones carry filial pails of genetic material to the mother grub for her slurry. I hate these words. I hate them so much. She lays eggs that hatch new grub broods. After the wrigglers emerge from their cocoons, the new trolls will go through the trials, and the ones who will make it will be selected by Lucis to help take care for them. Together, the young trolls and their Luci will go up to the surface together, where the trolls will grow up or get cold, or whatever. As Brian explains troll reproduction to you, one of the Imperial drones veers sharply to the left and in the process tramples over a few wrigglers and young trolls. Oh, poor guys! The drone continues on, but several of the Luci cry out, crowding around their dead or injured charges. Oh, it's so sad! Oh my god, there's one right there! One of them, a gigantic beast that resembles a bison, bellows and rears up on its hind legs, hitting one of the other Luci with its front hoof. Oh geez, not again! This kind of damage control is a lot of what we have to deal with. Whenever Lucis goes on a rogue out for grief or confusion, there's the potential for it to lash out to the other Luci, the wrigglers, or the mother grub herself. We Jade-bloods cannot let that happen! She looks so concerned, a marked contrast to how confident she's been before now. You offered to help her out earlier, and it seems like now's your chance. Someone has to stop that rogue Lucis, and that someone could be you? Alright, I'm gonna save here. Okay. Let's see. So, either fight the monster, save the day, you got this, be a weenie. meow, meow, meow. Hi, Shun Kaido. Hi, Gregory Kaido. I don't know which one would get me the friend ending. I want to be friends. Okay, so I feel like I should be a weenie because I feel like if I don't do anything, there's no chance for me to like mess this up, right? But then if I fight the monsters and save the day, there's a chance I could accidentally like do well, right? So I am going to be a weenie. I'm gonna be a coward. You definitely do not like the idea of waiting until a monster fight, not even to save the progenitor of your new friend species. In fact, you don't like that Bronny is so focused on protecting all these helpless toddlers and distressed animals that have taken care of you. What kind of... am I like a yandere type? You stammer out that you don't think she can take any kind of monster right now. In fact, you just felt another stab of pain in your ribs. You might be blacking out. Brian's concerned face turns to your direction as you start to swoon. She catches you before you hit the ground and your heart flutters. You look up at her serious face and she looks like such a mom, but also such a friend, like some sort of combination of these two concepts. Yikes, you don't look so good. I can't leave you alone, not when you're in such a bad shape. Maybe I could carry you on my back while I try to stop the rampaging Lucis? Your heart flutters and turns into pinpricks of alarm. That sounds dangerous, mainly for you. You try to think of what you can say to dissuade her. Something other than, I think you should ignore the helpless babies and mother in danger behind you in favor of continue to hold me in your strong arms. But before you can speak, you hear a commotion behind her. She turns to look over your shoulder and her face sags with relief. Yes, the other Jades are here. They should know what to do. We've taken care of crises like this before. Of course, usually I'm there to help. If you crane your neck, you can just give a glimpse of a crowd of trolls corralling the rogue Lucis away from the mother grub. While the other trolls calm... oh my god, sorry, I had something in my throat for a second. While the other Lucis, you can just glimpse a crowd of trolls corralling the rogue Lucis away from the mother grub, while the other trolls calm the remaining Luci and swoop up any regulars in harm's way. It looks like I needn't have worried. They're more than capable of stepping in when I'm otherwise occupied. I'm so proud. You take the opportunity to compliment her on what a good leader she must be, to have trained the others so well. Super smooth. She beams at you and sits down carefully on the cavern floor, kneeling at your side. This could have gone quite badly. I'm glad I didn't make the wrong choice when I stayed to help you instead of rushing off. It just goes to show, sometimes the best thing you can do for the group is take care of the weakest person in it. You kind of want to object to being called the weakest person, but you did just fake a fainting spell for attention, so maybe now isn't the best time. Instead, you thank her sincerely for sticking by your side. The two of you watch together as order is gradually restored to the chaos below. Even with your injuries, you feel close to content. Oh my god, I can't read. Close to content and quite hopeful about how this relationship is progressing. Kaido, wait. Last time you took a passive role, you killed a kid with your ass? Fuck, you're right. Kaido, you just missed a height cope tangent. What the hell? It was not cope. It was real. You notice that at your side, several wrigglers are blindly squirming around, confused and crying. There are some young trolls here too, looking around lost and bereaved. You're not sure if their Luci ran off with the others that got involved in the fracas? Or if the little guys are orphans now. Now that you're seeing them out of the natural cavern light, the wrigglers look less like maggots to you. In fact, they're kind of even cute. You can see why Bronya would want to take care of them. One of the smallest wrigglers closest to you has somehow flipped himself over onto his back and seems unable to right himself. His little legs are waving in the air while he cries. Trying to be careful with your ribs, you reach out to scoop him up and cradle him in your chest, rocking him back and forth until his cries quiet down. Wow, you have a very strong nurturing instinct. I think he likes you. You almost look like you'd be his Lucis, or a Jade Blood. You're pleased that she approves of your caretaking display. The Wriggler's cough breaks through your haze of smug satisfaction, and when you look down, you realize that he seems to have some trouble breathing. You point this out to Bronya. Good observation. You really are a natural at taking care of other creatures, aren't you? Some people find that nurturing ability to be very attractive in a potential friend. But as for the Wriggler, this is definitely not a good sign. I'm surprised none of the drones have noticed that he's sick. If we leave him here, he'll be cold for sure. Bronya takes the Wriggler from you, and you're more than happy to hand him over, considering that you have no idea what to do with the sick baby. That's not your species. Also, your broken ribs make holding a baby kind of painful, and Bronya holds the Wriggler carefully, but with perfect ease. Just like you hope she'll cradle your new friendship in its infancy. Once Bronya feels assured that her jades have the situation and the brooding caverns under control, you both take the Wriggler back to the Jade Blood Nursery. You hover around uselessly while Bronya sets up some kind of crib filled with green slime. You're a little concerned when she takes the Wriggler and submerges him under the slime, because, like, he was already having trouble breathing? Surely he'll drown and slime won't... Surely drowning him in slime won't help. The super slime should strengthen his bellow sacs and soothe his sorrow chute. When he gets healthy again, I'll take him back to the cavern and set him free to make his cocoon and pupate. But he's so small. It's unlikely that he'll survive the trials or be selected by a Lucis. You hate to see Bronya looking so sad. Aww. You try to be sympathetic, mentioning your astute observation that this whole system set up with Wrigglers and trials and culling seem pretty brutal. What? Oh no, I would never suggest. This is just the way the world works. And it's fine. It's fine. The trials are just how young trolls prove that they're strong enough to survive. It's only right for the weak to be cold. It's the purpose of Jade Blood to ensure the continuation of our species, and consequently, the hemospectrum. We are not revolutionaries. We are not meant to do our jobs and we're meant to do our jobs and keep our heads down and keep things running smoothly. I would never presume to question the basic tenets of Alternian society. That would bring negative attention from the High Bloods, and I just want to keep my jade safe. You look around at the nursery and all these injured or underdeveloped Wrigglers that Bronya was apparently supposed to let die. You think it might not be true that she doesn't question the way her world works. She's looking at you like she's scared you'll call her on it and expose her altruistic tendencies. You try to salvage this conversation thread. Did you say that culling Wrigglers was brutal? You meant neutral! Yes, you feel 100% neutral on this topic, neither committed to the culling side of things nor eager to take up arms in revolution. Ah, yes, neutral is how I feel about it as well. What a good word to describe exactly how I feel about all the conversational political subjects. Did I mention that keeping this nursery isn't technically illegal? Because it isn't. Technically. There's no reason... Oh, oops, she's still reading. There is no reason for any of Treese's drones to come investigating our hive. And if any drones do come knocking, we have nothing to hide. No borderline revolutionary ideas will be tolerated within these walls. Bronya laughs nervously and looks around the room like she's making sure that any Imperial drones hiding in here... there aren't... Oh my god. Bronya laughs nervously and looks around the room like she's making sure that any Imperial drones hiding in here heard her announcement. You feel kind of bad for how nervous she is. You didn't mean to freak her out. Aww. You tell her that she sounds super convincing, and why shouldn't she? Because she's clearly telling the truth. If you were an Imperial drone, you would definitely be satisfied right now with their clearly law-abiding and neutral ways. Thank you. That means a lot. You cast for about something to change the subject, and mention that your ribs are feeling a bit better. Bronya's face brightens and she lifts up your arm gently so she can touch the injured part of your torso, examining it in her typically responsible and authoritative way. You shiver and wonder if her touch has healing properties. I'm glad to hear that. After all, I don't like it when my friends suffer. Your heart leaps. You look up, secretly allowing yourself to hope. Could it be? Or was she just making a general statement? If you're not in any more pain, hopefully that means your injuries will heal soon. I'll take care of you until then, my friend. Aww. You are overcome. Your eyes fill with tears. Bronya smiles at you and squeezes your hand. Victory! Oh my god, guys, we did it! We did it! We're friends with her! Self-care comes first! Let's go! Oh wait, you guys can't see there's little baby worm wrigglers right there. Look at that. Oh, you guys can't see, cause hold on. And then there's some right here. Oh my god, guys, look, they're right there. This is so cute. Oh my god, we made friends. Both okay, so far we're on a win streak with 2 times in a row I got the friend thing first. Okay, now let's see how she rejects us. Load. I think it's this one. I forgot which one I saved at. Alright, let's fight the monster. Let's see what happens. The bison Lucis seems to have been causing quite a ruckus. Other Luci have now gotten riled too, with some of them trying to gather wrigglers to keep them out of harm's way, and others just getting hyped to thrash. It seems like it could turn into a monster stampede, and they're coming close to the mother grub's big, soft, vulnerable abdomen. Not great. Fighting a monster single-handed seems like a daunting first step in a friendship, but you did tell her you'd be responsible. You square your shoulders and tell Branya that she has nothing to worry about. You're going to stop that Lucis, calm down all the other Luci, and protect Mother Grub. All without breaking a sweat, and hopefully without breaking any more bones either. Whoa there! I was gonna suggest that I go after it while you stay here. You seem kind of weak and fragile, even apart from your injuries, I mean. I don't want you to get hurt. Oh, sorry. I don't want you to get hurt worse, and I'm not sure I trust anyone other than myself to take the lead on this. That wasn't quite the reaction you were hoping for. Normally, you'd be all about sitting back and letting her protect you, because, well, protective and responsible is just a good look on her. But desperate times call for desperate measures, and you don't know how else you're going to prove yourself worthy to be her friend. You do your best to project an air of confidence, or at least competence. You assure her that this is no sweat for you. You take a raging bison back to your home planet all the time. You're known for it, actually. Well, if you say that this isn't your first ungulate roping gallop exhibition, I'll believe you. I'll hang back and give you a shot. I'll let you give it a shot. But if it gets too overwhelming in there, I'm right here. Carrying the mother grub is my responsibility as a Jade Blood. I'd never abandon a friend to deal with the mess on their own. If we end up being friends, that is. Oh, hell yes. Now you have a reason to hope. I love that these are just animals. I love that they're just regular animals. You approach the rampaging bison with caution. Do all bisons have horns like that? Maybe they do. You're no bison expert, but you're pretty sure they don't all have teeth that nasty. Bison on Earth are mostly eat grass, don't they? This guy doesn't look like an herbivore. At first you try to calm the Lucis down by talking to it, but your soothing words have no effect. In fact, you might have just made it even angrier by suggesting that it pause and take some deep breaths in reaction to its trample charge. You're not even sure if it can understand human speech, come to think of it. You circle around it, wishing that you had some kind of lasso or something. Maybe you can herd it away from Mother Grub. You look around to see if any of those other Luci look vaguely like Earth's shepherd dogs, but no dice. You hesitate too long and Lucis turns away, its furious eyes falling on the Mother Grub. Oh no. It stampedes its hooves, snorts air out of its nostrils, and screams in a way that sounds a lot more hellish than you imagine normal bisons are capable of. It's obviously about a charge, and you can only think of one thing to do. In desperation, you leap forward and tackle it football style, doing everything you can to your with your flimsy human body to drag it to the side. It half works. You plow into the Lucis and stop it in its tracks, but it topples over into a nest of wrigglers, taking you down with it. Wrigglers and young trolls go bouncing everywhere, squealing in distress, and their Luci descend upon you in rage. Everything is in chaos for a while. You're trapped beneath the bison Lucis, which is very worrying for all your body parts, and you think you might feel something important rupturing inside you. But hey, on the bright side, this crushing mass is protecting you from all the other pissed off Luci trying to attack you. Just as your whole breathing situation is starting to get dicey, you hear a commotion and what sounds possibly the trouncing of some of the smaller Luci that were trying to get to you. The crowd of beasts around you scatters, and then you hear her. Oof, I'm having a hard time getting this thing off of you. He's still very angry and he keeps trying to kick me. Where's a bronze blood? We need one. You don't know what that means, but you're very grateful that she's here to help you. You try to communicate this, but it comes off gnarled from all the blood in your mouth. Maybe don't try to speak, or move, or help. You experience a sinking feeling that it could be related to your diminishing odds of impressing Bronya becoming her friend, or it could be the compression of all your internal organs. Either way, it's tough to feel optimistic right now. But before you can give in to complete despair, you hear other voices. Your view is blocked by the mass of bison flesh on top of you, but could it be? Are these other people here to save you? Finally! I was wondering what all you've gotten off to. Let's all work together, girls! You two, grab his horns and keep his head still and keep it from biting anyone. The rest of you, come around with me to his backside so we can push it without getting kicked. You hear some grunting and muttering, and the bison starts making noises, the sound more confused and less furious. The pressure and pain on your chest briefly spike in intensity as the thing's weight shifts, and then they must succeed in dragging off you because suddenly you can breathe again. But the crisis is not yet over. While you're still testing the use of your lungs and blinking up at the cavern ceiling, you hear a new cacophony of enraged monster noise. Uh-oh, the other Luces are still agitated. Get down there and try to calm them down. Protect the mother grub. You try to lift yourself to see what's going on, but putting out any weight in your arm makes you feel like maybe all your bones got turned to confetti. Painful, painful confetti. You feel strong hands propping you up gently, and now your head's in Bronya's lap. You try to focus more on how this is a nice place for your head and to be, and less on the pain. This is not good. I don't know if any of my jades can reach the stampede in time, and the mother grub could get injured. Not to mention all the wrigglers are in danger. Oh no. You didn't think the situation could get any worse, but now you see that several Imperial drones that had been about to leave the cavern are turning back, drawn by all the noise and chaos. But maybe this could be a good thing. Maybe they can still instill some order. Fuck, they're gonna kill everyone. She scrambles to her feet and in the process of letting your head whack onto the cave floor. Your vision swims and you can still make out the drones firing indiscriminately at the Luci, at the grubs and the wrigglers, and at the jade bloods. One laser beam skims the side of the mother grub's massive midsection, and her scream is so loud that the ceiling shakes and a few stalactites shake loose, falling on drone and Luci and wrigglers alike. It's a total catastrophe. A whole rainbow's worth of troll and wriggler elusive blood is splattering the cave walls. Bronya seems paralyzed by the chaos, looking from her jades to the mother grub to the imperial wrigglers like she's not sure who to help first. I can't believe it. This is the worst disaster we've ever had down here. And all because I thought I could sit back and let someone else be responsible for once. If I were a less secure person, I will let this moment plant its seed for self-doubt in my mind about my ability to take care of the others and do my job well. Or I could chalk it up to you being really fucking stupid. You shrink under the weight of her glare. She's green in the face from how angry she is. You swallow and manage to spit out enough blood to ask a question that you already know it's hopeless. Does this mean you can't be friends? Are you serious right now? I do not make friends with anyone who recklessly endangers the trolls and wrigglers under my care. Oh my god, there's blood all over me. You killed them all. Game over. Oh, you guys can't see her. Hold on, let me... Look at her. She's so pissed. Oh my god. What the hell? Oh wait, whoops, there we go. Damn, that's fucking crazy. Kiayama, hello, how's it go? How goes it? It goes good. How was your stream? I watched your stream for a little bit earlier. How was Monster Hunter, right? Is what you played earlier? Well, at least on the bright side, I got the good ending first. Haha. Let's see. I've been streaming for an hour and 40 minutes. Should I do volume 4? Wait, let me check on something real quick. Oh, my model's gonna stop working for like the briefest seconds. Don't be scared. I ordered something, so I have to make sure to see if it's on its way or not. I was playing Monster Hunter. Well, nice! I've never played Monster Hunter, but like the designs for the monsters always seem super cool. So I've always been like really tempted to get into it, but um oh sorry, I was like looking at my thing real quick. No, I ordered something and I can't get it. But I have other things on the way still. Okay, that's fine. I guess that still works. Okay. Sorry, I had, I had to check on my order real quick. Um, if you want to learn, let me know. Ooh, which Monster Hunter would you recommend? Because I know there's like the newest one that came out, right? And then there's a couple other ones. Um, but they all look really cool. Mainly the monster part is like seems very interesting. I don't know anything about the gameplay. Oh, I'm gonna stretch real quick. I cracked my shoulder. I don't know if you heard that, but let me see if I can crack the other one. Yeah. Okay. Let me try to crack my neck now. Ah, neck cracking ASMR. I would say Rise probably. Okay, okay. Yeah, I keep getting recommended. I think is it Monster Hunter World? Right? Is that the one I'm thinking of? I think I have that on my. I think on my wish list. I forgot which one I have. I have one of them on my wish list. It's basically Dark Souls, but a little easier. I heard the crack that time. Nice. Okay, I'll definitely. I don't know. I don't know if I should play or because like I had a friend who lent me the Monster Hunter. I forgot which game, but the Monster Hunter like art book, and it was so cool seeing all the different like monsters. Because like I was telling my friend too, like oh you can tell that these aren't just like animals like combined together for the fuck of it. Like it's like actual like there's reasons why the monsters are combined. Like you can tell biologically like how it would work, and I think it's just super cool looking at them. Um, but I know in the game you're just killing them, right? So it kind of makes me a little sad, but it's so cool looking at them. Dang it, just picks it just picks it up. World is doable. I drag my feet through it, but I'll help you. Wait for them to go on for sale. Honestly, the design is so cool. It's an ecosystem. Yeah, I saw there was like a whole ecosystem, and like I'm trying to think. There was one that I thought was super cool, but I forgot how it looked. I'm trying to remember like. Oh my god, I'm blanking on the monsters. Let me see. Let me search up Monster Hunter monsters and see what comes up. Because I forgot which one I liked. I saw it in the art book and I was like, oh my god, it's so sick. I don't even remember which game it was for. But there's a bunch of cool ones. Fuck yeah, I can't remember. I'll see. I'll see if I can find the one I was thinking of. Or maybe I can ask my friend, be like, hey, can you lend me your like art book again? I just want to see something real quick. If you describe it, I'll probably know it. Oh, depending on the monster, sometimes it's a good thing. I don't remember. Like, I genuinely don't remember how it looks. I just remember like looking at it and being like, "Whoa, this is super cool. This is like really sick." But I don't remember how it looks. It's like, um, was it the Iceborne? No, I don't think it was that one. I think it might have been aquatic, but I might be wrong. Dang, yeah, I don't remember which one it was. I think it was aquatic. I just can't remember what it was exactly. Sure, I could probably guess based on the colors too. Mag, Magna, Magnamalo is one of that stands out to me. Magnamalo, hon. Magnamalo. Ooh, this one's cool. Is that fire or electricity? Wait, what is this around it? Is that fire or electricity? That looks sick. My guess is a mistake. That's okay. I mean, I don't remember how it looks like. I just remember thinking like, man, this looks super sick. But I'll probably like remember it at some point. I'll like message you being like, oh my god, dude, it's this one. Muzutune. Let me see that one. Oh, Mizu Tsune. No, it wasn't this one. Are there more aquatic monster hunter monsters? Yeah, I don't remember which one it was out of these. I'll find it eventually. It was... I don't remember. I just remember it was like a mix of something too, and I thought it was sick. And I just can't remember like what it was exactly. Was it... Yeah, I don't remember. That's okay. I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out eventually. Sorry, I'm distracting you, Levan. No, it's okay. Logius Chris? I can't say these names. Logia Chris? Like ludicrous? It might have been this one actually. There's a high chance it was this one, I think. I'll see. I'm gonna ask my friend later. I'll be like, hey, can I borrow your books again? I think he has two of them. I think both books were like $60 too, if I remember right. I forgot which game it was. It was for whatever game came out at that time. I don't remember which one it was. The names are so weird. I feel like sometimes the names are like really easy because Monster Hunter is like a Japanese game, right? So I feel like sometimes the game is like, or the names for things are super easy to say in Japanese, but then when they try to like localize it or like, you know, like try to make it easier for us to read, I'm like, you know, just give me the Japanese name. It's gonna be easier. Okay, I'm debating whether I should keep going or I should call it a night because my hand earlier was like kind of hurting because I have a little bit of a teensy bit of carpal tunnel. I'm being slightly debuffed by life, and not that it really hurts right now, but it's kind of hurting a little, and I feel like I shouldn't like stream for too long maybe, so I'm debating on doing the next part. So right now, I think on average to do one volume it takes about like an hour and a half ish. So I've been streaming for about an hour and 40 right now. So if I do the next volume, it'll take, so it's like 3 something hours. You need to call them by nicknames at some point. I'm just gonna be like, I'm just gonna say the dragon. Everyone's gonna be like, which one? I'm like, the dragon. Let's see. If I do one volume today, and then I do 2 the next one, then I have to do 1 the next time. And then, I think I'll just do 1 today. I think just to be safe, just to like not overstress my hand, I'll probably just do 1 today. I'm sorry to hear that. No, it's okay. I kind of did it myself. There was, because I had a suspicion I was developing carpal tunnel like a year or 2 ago. And my doctor recommended me a brace. And he like gave it to me. And I didn't really like it because this brace was so fucking bulky, and it had these like velcro straps that like was able to go around your entire hand basically, but like the actual strap part to be velcroed, like it didn't need that much space. Like I don't know how to describe it, but I would basically just have a bunch of straps like hanging off of it with nothing to like nowhere to go. And I was telling one of my roommates, I was like, bro, I hate like that the velcro like strap is so long, like I don't need it to be this long. And then he's like, oh, it's just because you have small hands, so, like you have small hands, so it's gonna hang off. And I was like, well, my doctor says it's like one size fits all, so the strap shouldn't be hanging off like this, right? And then he goes, Kiayama, you're short, you're small, one size may fit all, but it's not gonna fit you. And I was like, oh. So then I ordered another like arm thing, and it helps a lot more. It's a lot more fitted for me. But yeah, like since like 2 years ago, I haven't worn like really that other brace that my doctor recommended, just because it's super bulky. And he was like, "Kiyama, you should wear this at night." And I was like, I'll think about it." And it was like in I think the middle of the summer. So when I wore it at night, I'd get super hot, and I'm like, "I can't do this. I can't fucking do this." And so now that's kind of getting bad. I'm like, kind of regretting not wearing it, but now I'm like, well, it's okay. I guess I can just start wearing another brace and try to get better. um, Sergius. Now we call it Steve. I may need something like that. Lamau short. how how tall are you? How tall are you? Don't be calling me short. Yeah, I don't. You know how what is your height? One day when I have my first hand cam stream, you guys will see how small my hands are. Makes sense. Well, I'm sure if you keep it, it'll get better. Yeah, most likely. I have to start reminding myself to like wear the new brace I bought that like is better fitting for me. I just keep forgetting. Like I'm the kind of person that like if it's out of sight, it really is out of mind for me. Like completely, I have to like make the effort of like not forgetting things. Um, so I just have to keep reminding myself like I need to wear it at night. I need to wear it. I need to be like fine. And I work a desk job too, which sucks. Well, no, I like my desk job. It just sucks because like I go from one computer to another computer, and on the weekends I'm still on the computer, so I just need to like go touch grass. 6'3"? Wait, let me see. Let me height comparison. Han. 6 and then 3. Jesus Christ, I'm not even at your shoulder. I'm not. What the hell? What the hell? Hold on, let me see. Can I throw this height comparison onto OBS? That's how tall I am compared to you. This is... Huh? What the hell? You can like see the top of shelves. Like you can just touch things. Yeah, I'm tall. It's always surprising. Jeez, you're short. What the hell? I hate this. I hate this so much. Why couldn't God have just given me another like at least to be like 5 foot or something? Damn it. Well, you know, it's okay. It's okay. I'm fine. I'm okay with my height. My height's fine. You know, people tend to like shorter women. You know, they find it cute. Very, very teehee, very demure, right? I'm not lying. I'll send you a pic at some point for proof. Jesus Christ. That reminds me, because I think Pax is like 6'2" or 6'1", I think. And I remember seeing Pax. Literally the first thing I said to him was like, "Wow, you're tall." I wish I was shorter. The world was not built for tall people. Here's the issue with that. You're short, yes. Okay, where are you going with this? Where are you going with this? But you're the opposite of what people want. What do you mean? Wait. What do you mean I'm the opposite? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Hold on. Okay, let me move to my just chatting screen real quick. What do you mean by that, huh? Dang, Pax. Yeah, Pax is fucking tall. You're a genuine ankle biter. No, I'm not. I'm not that short. Okay. You're, well, how tall did you say? You're 5'7", right, Rena? So let me, here. 5'7". Okay. This is how tall you are to me, Rena, in comparison. So see, look, I'm not that short. You know, I'm not that short. I'm at your neck at least. I'm like at your chin or something, whatever that is. 5'8". Okay, close enough. Close enough. Wait, I lurked to I lurked to I can't fuck, I can't read. I lurked to drive and I understand nothing about Homestuck, but this is just art. What if my just chatting stream tomorrow is all about Homestuck? Lamau, try 6'3". There's no fucking way 2 people in the chat right now are 6'3". No fucking way, no shot. Where do you find this height comparison thing? Here, I'll send you the link. I literally just type in heightcomparison.com. Here, let me send it. Where's my Discord? Can you guys hear my keyboard, by the way? It's so nice. Where are you? Fruit. There we go. Okay. I love using this website so much. Also, I'm not done growing. What do you mean you're not done growing? You should be done growing by now. How old are you? The only thing I can imagine, the only thing you're still growing is probably your frontal lobe, and that's it. She really had that one on standby for sure. I've had to use it for a lot of things. I have a lot of friends that I've had to compare heights with. Like literally before meeting Yami and Pax and Shun too, like before meeting them in person, I put all their heights in here just to get prepared to see like how tall they'd be. But it's never the same in person. In person, I'm just looking up like, oh wow, okay. I heard about the Homestuck thing with Yami and how you made him sit through your Homestuck rant. So it wasn't a rant, first of all. It was a well-detailed, thought-out PowerPoint. So jot that down. Okay, let me turn off my desktop. I hear desktop audio. I don't know what that is, but I'm gonna turn it off for right now. Kiayama Munchkin size. No, I'm not. Gilbert, I'm 19. Okay, well, stop growing. Your cortex is for sure located in your ass. What the hell? What does that mean? But yeah, I literally have a green screen that I can't use because I'm too tall. I had to use one of my green sweatshirts to extend it to make it work. Oh my god. A rant. Gotcha. No, it wasn't a rant. I'll pull it out. Wait, actually, hold on. Let me see when my order's gonna get here real quick before I go on another rant. Okay, you guys have 20 minutes. If you guys want to see my Homestuck PowerPoint, you guys got 20 minutes. Gotcha. PowerPoint, yeah. I'm glad I'm just standard 5'8", not too tall, not too short. You know, you're like my favorite whale. That's why I bully you so much. What the hell? Oh, so you know other whales? Huh? Is that what you're trying to say? I just happen to be your favorite one. Oh my god, Osa, I can't see chat. You have to move. You're too fluffy. I want to get a little cat bed for Osa to sleep on my desk, but Clover's too fat and I'm scared she's gonna break the cat bed I had last time. So I don't know what to do. No, maybe. Mayhaps. Yikes, call out. Who's asking? Me. Yeah. Let me adjust my seat real quick. Wait, let me try to stretch my arms again and see if it cracks. Oh, it didn't crack again this time. That's okay. We pick on you out of love. Not all of us are as unfaithful as Rena. Most of us only know one whale. I gotta head out now, but I'll be lurking. Okay, well, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it, Fruit. I'll see you on Friday. Friday for sure. Guys, don't forget, I'll be on his channel this Friday on Twitch. So watch me there. It'll be for Anime Jeopardy. Big fur babies. She's so cute. Liar. I'm so faithful. I don't know. If I'm your favorite one, that implies the existence of other whales in your life, and that's kind of fucked up, you know, like. not me trying to like guilt you. Okay, let me close the height comparison. I don't want to look at this anymore. It makes me sad. You know what? What? Everyone has to go. Where? Where does everyone have to go? We're all going together. Wait, where are we going? Where are we going? I vaguely remember you saying your feet skim the ground when you sit in your chair. Yeah, they do. Like, I have to sit, like, you know what's even worse is, because there was like a week where I was like non-stop basically on my computer, and since I was like, and I think I literally sat on the computer for like a good 16 hours throughout like that most of that week, like daily, because I was like hardcore working on something and like needed like a deadline, and so my butt started getting a little sore. So I got a cushion for it. So it's worse because now I'm not even sitting flat on my chair, I'm sitting on a cushion, and so my feet are like, the bottom of my feet barely touch the floor, and not even like my heels, it's like the the soles, is that what I'm thinking, right? The soles of your foot, like the near the toes, you know, like that's the only part touching my floor right now. But it's, you know, it's fine because when I swivel in my chair, when I spin around, like, you know, it's fun, you know. And honestly, that's such toddler behavior, bro. About what the hell? No, that's not tolerable. You just don't know how to be whimsical, okay? You just don't know how to be whimsy. You don't know what it's like to be free from the ground, being able to like swivel in your chair and like not touch the ground, okay? You just don't get it. Oh, I'm stretching, sorry. I have like a little kink in my shoulder too. I feel like my body's just always trying to kill me. Like, the moment I solve one health issue, I get another one, and I'm just like, oh. Like, it's either like, oh, I have like a sore bone, my tummy hurt, or my head hurt, or my arm hurt, or I'm scared I'm dying. And then I tell my therapist all these concerns, and she goes like, Kiayama, you're okay, everything's okay, like, you're not dying. And I'm like, oh, you're so right, Patricia. It's like a child upon her throne. What the hell? Except the throne is made by little tykes. What the hell? I may not be free from the ground, but at least people will mistake me for a lost child on the streets. Okay, that's never happened. First of all, I've only been mistaken as a child several times. And her chalice is a juice box. Wait, okay, actually no, I'm okay with that. You're cooking. I'm fine with that. Can it be a Capri Sun? I know it's not a juice box, but like, I'll take a Capri Sun. Can't imagine Kiayama driving without a comical stack of books. Well, joke's on you. I don't have my license. I feel like I've said that before. I'm too scared to drive. I saw a statistic that said short Latina women tend to die in accidents more as a driver because they're so pushed up in their seat that when the airbag goes off, it kills them like instantly. And since I saw that statistic, I don't even know if that, to be honest, I don't even know if that statistic was real. But ever since I saw that, I've been like genuinely scared. Kiayama's therapist, you're fine, Kiayama. Everything's alright. Kiayama's chat, Jesus Christ, you're short. What a fucking I'm gonna show this to my therapist. You're all getting mentioned in my next therapy session. Osa. She's like licking herself right now. She kind of scared me for like a second because she just got up really fast. Yeah, let me take a little sip for my drink real quick. Nice. Okay, let me check my order real quick. I think I'll get off right when my order starts like getting near me. Okay, I think I'm fine. I think I still have a little bit of time. Yeah, I'm fine. I should be fine. Connected. My OBS reconnected. Dang it. Statistics like that, or why I don't like my grandmother driving. She's like 4'8", 78, and the sassiest black woman you've ever seen peek over a steering wheel. I feel like it's kind of like, I feel like that's like extra scary though, cause she gives me aggressive driver vibes from that description. I think get off. Crazy info TMI, but glad you're comfortable enough with us to share, I guess. Now, what the hell? I'm gonna beat you. I'm gonna beat your ass so much. If I ever have a meet and greet, and okay, imagine this. We're at a meet and greet, right? I'm ready for the next person, right? And then the staff goes, "Hey, Kiayama, the next person's coming up. Their name is Turkey." And if I see you, I'm popping out of the whatever fucking iPad, whatever screen they have me on, and I'm beating your ass in person right there and then. It's on site. Extra scary. Oh, what? I just got back. Driving's extra scary. Now there's 2 cats on my desk. One of them's like, the way Mittens is posed right now is like, she's under my mic. And I don't know why she's sitting like this, but she's like it's like she's trying to stand normally, but the mic stand is in the way. So she's like shaped like almost like an M. Just a short odd tomboy jumps out the screen. I'm like, rah! You know, I think I could be good in a fight. I think I could take someone down in a fight if I need to. You know, I think if the chance calls for it, I'm probably fine. I think I can stand my ground. You know. Driving scarily? Nah, we just drive aggressively defensive. Is that what you call it? Oh my god, that story time. It reminds me of there's one time where I went to like a volunteer event, like as HR for a company I was in. I had to do like a volunteering event, right? And I was able to bring like other employees with me. And so I go to the volunteer event, and since I can't drive, one of the employees I'm going with, she's like, "Oh, I can drive you, you know, it'll be fine, right?" So we do the whole event, and then I'm like, "Okay, cool, like, do you want to grab lunch before we go back, or do you just want to go back to work real quick?" And then she's like, "Oh, we could just go back, right?" And I'm like, "Okay, cool." And so we start going, we're speeding on the freeway, right? And I'm sitting there, and her driving is making me so like anxious, because she's driving super fast, she's taking hard breaks, and like at some point this guy like tells her something like when she's at a stoplight, and she like yells at them back, and like I don't know, I'm a very like paranoid person. I always have a fear that if you yell at someone back, they're gonna like beat your ass basically. So I was kind of like, the moment she started saying things to them, I was like, oh, I don't feel safe, right? And then so while we're on the freeway, she gets a phone call from someone, and she's like, "Oh, hey, Kiayama, so sorry, like I have to take the call because my phone, I forgot what she said, like my phone won't let me decline calls when I'm in the car, and my friend's just gonna keep calling me until I pick up, so I'm gonna pick up real quick." And I was like, okay, I guess, right? Like, whatever, right? And so she picks up the call, and she starts going like, "Oh my god, hey guy, like, hey girl, how's it going, yada yada." And then she starts like talking about something, and she's still speeding on the freeway, right? And I'm getting very overwhelmed by a lot of things, and then I notice that she misses the exit, so I'm like, "Hey, you missed the exit." And she's like, "Oh shit." And then she like kind of swerves a little, like if she wanted to try to still make it, but it was way too late because she was speeding. And I'm like holding on kind of, and I was like, oh my god, like I don't feel safe, right? And then her friend's like, "Who are you with? What are you doing? What are you up to? Do you want to meet up later?" Like all this kind of stuff. And then she's like, "Oh yeah, maybe, let me see, let me check my schedule." And I'm like, can you, because she's still kind of like swerving just a little bit, you know, like, and she's speeding, and I was like, can you just like is it okay if you call them back later? And then she's like, oh, and then she kind of realized in that moment, I think that like she couldn't do everything all at once, so she's like, oh, hey girl, I'm gonna call you back later, right? And so finally we have to like take the long way to get back to work because she had missed the initial exit, and we get to the parking lot, we get out, and I'm like, okay, thank you for the ride, I appreciate, I'll see you later, right? And then I get back into the office and I'm just like, oh my fucking god. Like, it was so scary. Kiayama, if I ever see you in person, you might be a whale, but I'll rotate you like a shark. Nuh-uh. Yeah, sure, little Miss 411. My other grandma's aggressive driver. Pissy country lady, also short, who will make you sweat like a sinner in church if you tick her off. Oh my god, that's scary. Also very southern for you to say. A good driver misses an exit. A bad driver never misses an exit. You're so right. Would have been Kino as fuck if she pulled an initial D and gone to the exit at the very last moment. No, it would not. I think we would have flipped because she was driving kind of fast. Like, and her car was like a little bit of an older car, and I could tell that it couldn't take harsh turns very well. So I think if she were to do like a very hard turn, it would just like go like, you know, like I don't think I'd be here streaming today. But she was nice. I felt bad for being like, for not liking, like, you know, the car ride, because she was very nice. She had offered to take me and everything. So I was like, you know, but at the same time, I thought to myself, like, I could have died. That could have been really bad. Okay, let me see when my delivery is getting here again real quick. 1 second. Okay. Not here yet, but that's okay. That'll be okay. Deja vu. Kiayama dies in the passenger seat due to stress. Yeah, I'm like a little hamster. I'm like a little gerbil. My little hamster-sized heart would just like stop the moment I get scared. It can only take so much stress in life. Yeah, I'm gonna keep stretching because my body's so sore from just life, from just living. Let's see. I've been streaming for about 2 hours. Sorry, I'm checking the location again. It says that my delivery should be here soon, but it gives me, you know, I think just to be safe, I'll probably end stream here just because it says the oh my god, I can't talk. The delivery will be here soon, and it just makes things easier. I'll probably just end right now versus like when they're on their way, because it probably won't take them too long to get here. So I'll end stream here too. Also, Kamui, that is incredibly true. I have never missed an exit. Jesus Christ. Body sore from living, me too. Yeah, life just hates us, you know, like life is just mean. We should boycott life. No, I'm kidding, no. Anyways, I am going to get off stream here for today, and let me see what my schedule is, because I always forget what my schedule is. I think I'm just chatting tomorrow. But if you guys want to do Homesick again, you know, maybe we can just do Homesick. I don't mind. Yeah, I'm still feeling the obsessiveness of it, you know, in my bones, in my little veins. So if you guys want to, you know, I wouldn't mind. I still have a 40 slide PowerPoint presentation I can show you guys. So Kiayama, at 23, I feel like I'm in my midlife crisis. I feel like after, like, once you hit 23, I think you just keep getting hit with waves of midlife crises in different, like, forms. Like, if you're still in school, you get hit with that, like, oh my god, I'm, like, doing school, but all my friends graduate already. Like, I can't believe I'm doing this. What am I doing in my life? And then once you graduate, you're like, oh my god, everyone's getting real jobs, and, like, I still don't have a real job. Oh my god, what am I doing in my life? And then once you get a real job, you're like, oh my god, everyone has cooler, like higher paying jobs than me. What am I doing in my life? And then once you get like a good high paying job or something, you're like, oh my god, all my life is just dedicated to working and I have no time or money to do anything else. What am I doing with my life? And it's just always, it's just never ending. It's just always struggle. I'm happy to animate you getting thrown in a passenger seat, simply screaming your head off, and the driver yaps on the phone. It would be canonically accurate. Like, gasp, Kamui, you're 23 with a midlife crisis too? What if I just attract, like, people who are 23 that are, like, going through midlife crisis? I mean, I just got fired and now back on the job search. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I hope you find something. I know it's a dumb saying, but good things come to those who wait. I don't know. Like, I know it sounds cheesy to say, but that's something that kind of like helps me through things sometimes. So I hope that you are lucky and you find something that you truly enjoy. And if not even enjoy, I hope you find something that, like, you know, is at least like a stepping stone or something. You know, something that gets you through. You know. Worst case, just sell your feet pics or something. I don't know. Just, I don't know if there's a market in your area for that, but. No, I'm kidding. Don't do that. Unless. Everyone I went to school with my age are married with kids. I don't envy them. There's some people that I know that are like have kids already, and like some people are already on like the third kid, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, like how do you do that? Like when I was younger, I thought like, okay, by the time I'm this age, I'm gonna have a kid. I'm gonna be married at least, right? And now that I'm this age, I'm like, I can't be a mom. I can't do this. I can't. I still feel like a kid. I still feel like I need an adult supervision or something. Like, I don't know. I can't fathom being a mom. But then my uncle told me something. He was like, well, all your aunts and like your mom, he's like, they didn't have kids until they were like in their 30s. And I was like, you know what? You got a point. And so I'm like, okay, I'll probably quote unquote settle down, right? Whatever, like however that means in the future, right? I'll settle down probably when I'm like 30 or something. I saw this coming from a mile away, so don't worry. I got plans and fail safes in my to get back on my feet. Nice. I'm glad. That's good to hear. I'm happy for that. I hope, like I said, I hope either way, nonetheless, everything turns out fine and everything's good. Sell the feet pics before they censored all the feet pic sites. Oh my god, you're so right. Yeah, go. Go. Not even close to starting a family. I feel like with like today's economy too, it's just really bad. Like it's just hard to even fathom like having a family because you're like, oh, I have to worry about my like money and job and like other things and like you know, if you have a car, you have to worry about your car payments as well. You have to worry about insurance. You have to like, there's so much you have to worry about, and it's just like, oh, like having a kid is such like an optional like stress for so many people, and I think that's like the reason why it's just more and more people are having kids like way further into life. My classmates are all somewhat either married kids in school or unfortunately yeah, I feel like it's kind of rough. It's rough out there. Especially looking at like Instagram or stuff like that. When you like look at other people's posts, you're like, oh, so that's what they're doing. I can't fathom being a mom. I can't see you being one right now either. You're kind of. I'm kind of what, huh? Say it. I'm kind of what? What am I kind of, huh? I say that as I'm an anime girl online wearing horns I made for a Homestuck game. For real, this dang economy and opt in this in stressor. Bro, I want a family, wife, and kids, but dude, shit's expensive. Even my girl best friend is struggling with her one son. Yeah, it's so hard out there. Like, even just apartments. Like, apartments are so. Wait, hold on. Actually, what time? I'm still rambling. What time? Hold on. Let me see. Okay, my delivery is coming soon. So my last comment. Then yeah, rent's super expensive nowadays. So even like rent is like a killer because no pun intended, but rent's like a killer because you have to worry about keeping a roof over your head, like, and you need space for the kids too, and it's just, oh my god, just too much work, too much stress. Yeah, no, you can't teach your kids what homesick is. Yeah, I can. I could be like, so there's a kid. His name is John. All right, he starts the end of the world. But anyways, I am going to end stream off here. So that way I'm not rushing to like run downstairs to get my delivery. Leaving us already? No, I'll be back tomorrow. I'll be streaming on my schedule really fast. Run through. Tomorrow I'm chatting at 7 p.m. PST, 9 p.m. CST, 10 p.m. EST, and then I'm not streaming Wednesday and Thursday. Friday I'll be on Fruit Dude's stream on Twitch. He's in the chat. Go follow him. He's right there. Look. His name's right there. I'll be on his channel on Twitch. We'll be playing Anime Jeopardy, and that's gonna be at 5:30 PST, 7:30 CST, and 8:30 EST, if I remember right. And then Saturday I'll have a morning stream. I'll be studying Japanese. That's gonna be at 8 a.m. PST, 10 a.m. CST. Sorry, 8 a.m. PST, 10 a.m. CST, and 11 a.m. EST. But yeah. Dang, 2 whole days of Kiayama. Trust me, if I could stream every day I would, but that's just like a lot of, I have to not stress out my voice, because I've also streamed too much at one point where I just, my voice was like but yeah, thank you guys for showing up, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, and then either we'll keep chatting or maybe we'll play more Homestuck. Who knows? Only God knows. Thumbcell orcas, OBS is disconnecting, so I'm assuming it's a good chance for me to get off. Okay, bye guys, I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.